Steeples? This is episode 5 of how to draft outsiders. In this episode, we are going to be talking about Azalea. We've seen her before. We get to see her with all new cards. Excited to get into her, so let's do it. First and foremost, let's talk about Azalea's ability. Using the arsenal, she can put the arsenal into the bottom of your deck, put the top card face up into your arsenal. If it is an arrow, it has Dominate. Dominate's one of the strongest mechanics in the game, especially in a limited format. So we're going to really look to use this at the best of our ability. Cards such as Scout the Periphery to look at the top card of a deck to make sure it's an arrow card. Seek Horizon, Give and Take to put cards on top of our deck to ensure the hit. We're also going to look at cards such as Spire Sniping. Spire Sniping is an arrow and does this ability. These are big cards to make Azalea work, and we're going to be drafting them. Let's get right to it. In the early rounds, as we know by now, we do not pick our heroes before we draft them, so we are not going to pick Azalea right off the bat. We're going to stay open. Draft your multi-class cards here, okay? There's a lot of Ranger / Assassin cards that are good for both Rangers and Assassins. The codexes are amazing. Even the equipment, Mask of Malicious Manifestation, is a great equipment. So kind of stay a little open. Even Death Touch is pretty good, not so much with Azalea, but you'll still run it. Other thing that if you see in the early rounds are some of the bombs for Rangers, such as Barbed Undertow, Melting Point. These are big cards to draft in the beginning. Even the Lace with Blood Rot, Lace with Inertia. These are Ranger pumps, but they're very good. And even if you're not going to draft Ranger, go ahead and pick them up in the beginning just to stay open. Now, if we're in the middle rounds and we start getting past some red arrows, like every pack, okay, we're going to go Ranger because clearly it's open and that's what we need. Rangers need arrows to win. I know that sounds weird and like obvious, but the problem is that we don't really run too much generics in a very successful limited Azalea deck. We will have to run some, but we really want the arrows. So in the middle rounds, if we start seeing arrows like Widowmaker, Infecting Shot, Sedating Shot, these are big arrows that we want to grab up immediately. We're also looking for pumps. Azalea is a very go tall hero. So again, Scout the Periphery, Fletch of Red Tail, Fletch Any Tail, all those work. Come to Fight. These are great pumps in order to ensure that our Dominate attack will not only hit, but will deal massive amounts of damage. And even if the attack isn't dominating, it makes blocking harder. That's what Azalea is looking to do. In the late rounds of draft is when you're gonna get your blues and yellows coming around. That's when you draft them. Azalea is your very traditional red heavy deck. So you really want to draft reds during the first round that your pack goes around. Blues and generics are what you want after the fact. You will end up playing generics. That is not a problem. That can still be a very good turn, particularly if they have go again. But if they don't, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. It's okay to have an off turn with Azalea as long as you're coming in for like a 2 for 6, and then you come in next turn with a big dominating arrow. That's how to play Azalea. That's what you want to do. Quick review then. We're looking for multi-class cards and bombs, and then we're looking for red arrows and pumps, and then we're looking for everything else, generics and blue cards. That's how you draft Azalea, guys. Go and get out there. We got one more video coming your way, and then we even have a bonus video at the end. So I will catch y'all to that one. But until then, keep on fabbing.